Well, I don't know what the date is, but it's somewhere mid-September.
15.
Is it?
Don't know, possibly.
I don't know. Don't matter. It's a beautiful evening. We finished diving. How many dives have we done today? I think
I've done 3.
We've done Carry.
Yeah. Oh, and then you did. I didn't do that one.
No.
You did the Pimple.
Did the Pimple. Spotted a pimple on the chart. Thought we'd dive it. I went down when it was raging. Saw some cement, and then we went back. Come back out, changed tanks, come back out again just to do the Pimple.
Yeah.
You went down.
I went in, yeah, I did the Pimple. I thought it was quite a nice dive. I'd like to go back on a low water, have a bit more time on the Pimple. Interesting.
And what did you find down there?
Well, there's a nice iron blue. It probably would have gone on a mast, and a wooden roller with it. When they pull it up and down with the sheets and that. That's quite interesting. Yeah, and then I bumped into this, which I originally thought was a bit of plastic pipe, being orange, and turned into be quite a nice little stoneware jar. Just got one on there. It's the only marking it's got. So hoping to get a rough date. Generally it's from the style and the top. Get a rough date of this, and then we've got a reasonable window date of what the wreck is. And then lying next to that was this sounding weight.
We're getting quite a collection of sounding weights.
Yeah, getting a bit proud to go down the scrapyard soon.
Yeah, it looks like it's carrying a cargo of cement again, doesn't it? Nothing around here seems to be carrying a cargo of gold, but
it's circular.
Yeah, it's like barrels or something, isn't it? Yeah, strange, isn't it?
Yeah, there's obviously no packaging or anything. Odd that it's circular, isn't it? If it's stacked, it lays flat.
Yeah. Like on Not the Fortuna, I mean they're very distinctive as being like cement.
Bags. These are. If you stood it up, it would be this tall, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And they would be what? That sort of circular.
Yeah. Over there, maybe it was pre-made. Taking them somewhere or something.
You don't think it's like a plaster or clay of some sort that was in wooden boxes? I didn't really see any sign of wood, but that's how old it was.
I know, when I went down there first time and that tide was raging, I tried to get hold of one. I pulled it apart a bit, but you could sort of see it was like a grey sort of colour. Yeah, it looked like sort of plaster.
We ought to knock a lump off and bring it up.
Yeah, have a little look at it.
We've got a sample.
Yeah. But there's a bit of wood kicking around under the silt and sand, isn't there? You can see some large bits of wood, but you can't really.
A wooden hull, wasn't it?
You can't make out, stern or bows, can you? It's quite difficult. But.
No. Well, I think possibly where I found those is possibly the stern. I don't know. It makes sense that you've got a sounding weight where you're doing all the helm and etc.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a bit quite broken. It's obviously been trawled over quite a few times.
Yeah. Well, that's scattered all those lumps of cement, hasn't it?
It has. Yeah.
I don't know.
So that's quite exciting. That was new for both of us.
Yeah, it's a new chart we got, isn't it? We've been diving a few marks and got lucky with that one.
Diving a few rocks.
Yeah, if you don't dive them, you don't know though. We got, we could have just said that was a rock, couldn't it? It just looked like a rock, but I go down, have a look, and there it is. There's a new wreck. It's not on any charts, is it?
No.
Nobody knows it's there.
No, it's good. here we are. Whew. Back at the Seven Sisters. Robert's just going to pop in and film the boiler. Now that boiler is either, we think is either from the Ashlar or was it the Elephant, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought maybe it was cargo.
Yeah.
Cargo for that.
All it is a boiler with no wreckage at all. How was your boiler diving?
Oh, the old boiler?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was quite impressed with that. Once I found it, bumped into it eventually.
Good.
It's a huge boiler. I know you were saying it's like, perhaps it's from the Ashlar that washed up. What one did it wash up under? Over there, wasn't it? Is it the second one in?
Yeah.
A bit further along there.
Well, it was only because it's just a weird fact that there's just a boiler, nothing else.
But there was a ship. I'll have to put it up. There was a news. We'll read it out. There's a newspaper article I found about. I think it's quite a Board of Trade inquiry into the loss of those boilers as well. I've got that as well.
Right. Okay.
I might get this wrong now. Well, perhaps it was the wreck of the Elephant, but it was carrying several. I think it was carrying a few boilers and a few other bits and pieces to a Royal Naval ship that was going to be fitted out. But it was well over sort of laden. I think when it left port, people were like scratching their heads thinking, what the hell are they doing? So anyway, it got lost. I think it was lost down Dover way, wasn't it? But then a fisherman picked up going along in their fishing boat and thought, sat floating in the water, went over there and took it in tow, and it was an old boiler. But after what happened to it after that, I'm guessing they looked at it and thought, well, just let it go, probably just sunk it or whatever, I don't know. But maybe it's ended up here.
Who knows? The mystery of the boiler.
How was your rock?
Oh, it was marvellous. Well, it wasn't just one rock, there was more than...
Oh, more than one rock?
Yeah, but there was one particularly fine, large rock.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you got some footage of it. I'd like to
I
see that.
have.
I'd like to see that rock.
Yeah, it's lovely it was.
Well, we've been out here all day, and now it's time for beers. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yes.
Beautiful evening. Same again tomorrow then.
Oh, do we have to?
Yeah, look at it. It's beautiful.